If you're old, you know that song. What's up, guys? It is Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 870,140. Another 1,000 blocks, guys. Tick tock, next block. I'm a big Superman fan. That's my guy. But I think this guy right here is my new superhero. I don't know if that's Captain Bitcoin or Bitcoin Man. I don't know who that is, but he's my hero now. But just leaving my local CVS over here, cashing out of my day. That's where I get my no ATM fees there on my Dasher Direct card. For those of you that don't know, I DoorDash, what I like to call dashing for sats. I do 2 shifts a day. I do from about 10:30 to 3, take a break, then go back out between 5 and 9 or 6 to 10, or depends on what's going on. It's a little chilly out here. I'm gonna have to keep moving. And the reason I tell you that is because for 2 reasons. One, I just got to be stacking those sats. But also, too, I'm out and about a lot. And I wear these kind of shirts, these graphic tees. This is my first time. Is it my first time wearing it? No, I wore this a couple times. I don't know if it's the first time being on video that I put it on. And I got a lot of feedback off this shirt. I get some, especially with my Kamala shirts that I've never showed you guys that are a little too graphic for YouTube, let's just say. But this shirt in particular, I had a lot of people, younger guys, asking me, hey, who's your superhero? What's that shirt mean? Or whatever. So I think I'm going to wear it more. Especially today when the Bitcoin Man or Captain Bitcoin or something, whatever. We hit another all-time high today. 94,020. And I use these shirts, especially Bitcoin shirts, to orange pill people. Now, a lot of people don't like that term. I don't particularly like it either, because it makes you feel like you're trying to, I don't know, force feed it or something. But it's not about that. I do like the name because I am a big Matrix fan, and I know where it comes from. Take the red pill. What do you want, the blue pill? If you take this pill, you'd be able to see what's really going on. If you take the other pill, you just go back to your normal life. But the orange pill is definitely the better one, and it's the metaphor of that movie, The Matrix. You ever seen The Matrix? If you haven't seen it since you've been a Bitcoiner, if you're a Bitcoiner, watch it again, man. You'll see that movie completely different. It's literally what we're doing as Bitcoiners. We are Neo. And the person that's orange pilled you may be Morpheus. But anyways, so what I suggest you do in your normal life, because I know most of you guys don't do DoorDash or deliver and stuff like me, but I do what I like to call a little touch points, touching people, right? Not like that. Although, let me stop. Oh, man. So, if I see someone multiple times, especially me doing DoorDash, I see a lot of these people that work in the restaurants. I go to dozens of restaurants here, and they know me as the Bitcoin guy. I'm the Bitcoin guy, or the Trump guy, or the Patriot, or whatever, right? Depends on what shirt I got on. And when I'm talking to these people, I ask them, I say, hey, what, they'll ask me a question about my shirt, and then I'll talk to them about either the election or something like that. But particular Bitcoin, I tell them, I say, yeah, I'm really into Bitcoin. I said, you got some, right? Like that. I don't try to force feed anybody anything. I just give them a little touch point, especially people that you're going to see multiple times. Well, today, 2 things happened to me today. Number one is, and this happened to me a a week ago too, when all this stuff was going on with Bitcoin going up when Trump won. Number one is they stopped me about my shirt. And also I had people actually ask me about Bitcoin. Either just straight out ask me because I'm the Bitcoin guy, or when I explained that this was the Bitcoin man, the superhero, then they'll say, oh my goodness, yeah, I heard about that. What's up with it? So what I proceed to do after that is I'll give them some tools, right? Sometimes I'll give them my channel. Most of you guys probably don't have a YouTube channel, but what I do is I just, I talk to them a little bit about it. You don't want to sound like a Jehovah's Witness, if you will, or, a Mormon that comes to your door, knocks on people's doors, or a used car salesman, or a network marketer or something like that. Because I'm saying that because I have come across that way. You know what I mean? Because you're just so like excited to talk about Bitcoin because it's just so crazy and it's just a great thing. But you just want to be calm and cool and stuff like that. Do I suggest you orange pill people? It depends, right? It depends on your situation. If you're a private person, you don't want anybody to know that you have any, obviously no. But if you are a person and you're a dumbass like me that makes YouTube videos that shows his face, but if you're just a person that want people knowing you don't care about your privacy, do I suggest you do it? Yes, I do. I think you should. Whether it's your family, your friends, let them know that you got some or something like that. Now, again, touch points with your family and friends because you don't want to cause any enemies at the dinner table or when you're out and about. You can every once in a while mention it and stuff like that and then just drop it or whatever. And then when they ask you questions about it later on, because believe me, they will when the price goes up. Again, people only care about stuff when it's interesting in the news, or in the case of Bitcoin, when the price goes up. That's just human psychology. But if you give somebody information normally, if you just give it to them without them asking for it, they're not gonna watch it or read it or nothing like that. Not always. Sometimes they will. If I give 10 people a video to watch or a book to read, again, a book, people are not going to read books, but if I give a video to watch without them asking and me listening to them, I'd say 1 or 2 out of 10 will watch it because people just don't like to, do that. Now, these are, out of those 10, the 1 or 2 that do it look like they were interested. And they all look like they're interested. But again, a lot of people just don't want to learn outside of what they're doing at work or their personal life or just watching a fucking game. Excuse my language. Because people will sit there all day long and talk about fucking football and basketball. Again, I used to be that dude too. So I can't say nothing. But yeah, long story short, you should get out here. Again, you don't got to be an idiot like me and make YouTube videos and wear crazy shirts like this. But I definitely think you should. Now, why should you, in my personal opinion? Why? Well, Bitcoiners, us as Bitcoiners, I can't speak. I'm not going to try to brag when I say this, but I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about Bitcoiners in general. They're just good freaking people, right? Do they want to spread the information to people because they want the number to go up? Sure, they do. And I do too, okay? Everybody has incentives. And believe me, if you want to know what somebody wants, just look at their incentives. The reason why you should do it is because you want to get society, number one, to take that orange pill so they can, quote unquote, know what's going on. And, maybe they not get down the rabbit hole like you, but you want them to know what's going on. You know what I mean? Even if they don't buy any Bitcoin right away, if they do study Bitcoin or learn about it, they're just going to go down a path that it's going to open their eyes. And you're actually helping them. You're actually changing their lives. So if you look at it from that standpoint, and again, you do have your own personal incentives. And if you orange pilled 1,000 people, is that going to really increase the network and make it go up out of 400 million people? Not really. So, it does a tiny, tiny fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a bit of a percent. But in the big picture, it doesn't. But if you look at it from, you're really trying to help them because you are, right? Everybody's out here working their ass off and they're getting their life stolen from them through inflation. And if you teach them about that, again, I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn about it through the long way of gold and silver first. And then, that was kind of like my going to grade school. And then when I learned about Bitcoin, that's like graduate school. And however you can teach them, you could teach them. You don't even got to talk about Bitcoin. Just talk to them about the problem of inflation and the prices going up. That's how I get people normally. you know, plus my shirts don't help, don't hurt, you know. And so long story short, should you orange pill people? Yes. Should you force it on them? No. Just give them touch points. Because again, I see a lot of these people at the restaurants and stuff like that. And I've had people, because the price went up, when the prices were in the 30s and 40s and stuff, I was talking to them about it a little bit. And now they're asking me questions. And now it's almost to the point where I have maybe a couple dozen people that I know personally that are just going out of their way to get in contact with me, because I wasn't trying to force it on them. I wasn't being an annoying person. And at the end of the day, they want to know what's going on. And if you're talking to them about the problem, you can definitely help them with the solution. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, guys, listen, we got a long ways to go until Trump gets in office. And, you know, we got a long ways to go with this price, which is going up forever, Laura. And, you know, I said this in my Satoshi Saturday video. I try to save this stuff for Satoshi Saturday video, but I just have to say this. We're getting closer and closer. We were less than $6,000 away today. $5,980 away from $100,000. And you're going to be one of these people. I don't know if I said that in the Satoshi Saturday video. You're going to be a person in 5 to 10 years, when people are getting into Bitcoin, you're going to be one of the people, one of the rare people that got to buy Bitcoin under $100,000. And people are not going to believe you when you tell them that. So every Satoshi, every time you buy, you're buying under $100,000. And that may seem like a far away way, you know, long ways away or something like that. But you guys got to look out into the future. And when Bitcoin's at 680,000 and 1.4 million, and the prices are moving up, you know, 45, 50,000, $280,000 in a day, when we're in the millions of dollars, you're going to be wishing that you stacked harder and stacked more when it was under 100,000. But you are in a position that a very, very small fraction of this planet is in, man. And I want you to please understand where you're at in this timeline. We are in the beginning stages of this. So I need you guys to understand that. And my goodness, man, it almost brings a tear to my eye when I think about it. You know, we're dead and long and gone, man. I always say this, you know, they're going to be building statues of you if you did this right, and you left your lineage and your future family members that haven't even met you yet wealth beyond imagination. But in order to do that, you got to keep studying, and you got to keep working your ass off, and you got to keep stacking. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about stacking. Go down in the links below. Sign up for Strike. You can buy every hour on the hour. If you sign up with the link, I looked at it earlier, your first $100 of purchases are free. And then after a week, with no fees, I mean, there's no fees after the 8th day of dollar cost averaging. You can do it every month, every bi-weekly, every week, every day, every hour. I do it I buy every hour on the hour. I buy every hour on the hour because I know how important this money is. This is the best money man has ever created. It just really is. So do your studying, do your stacking, and make sure you study this thing. And I think you guys already know what it is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.